Hey guys, it's Hannah and I'm here today to do my November TBR. So for my November TBR, I'm going to start off with Invincible Iron Man. This is what I got in my Marvel Collector Corps box this month, and it'll just be like a really easy read. But I love reading these, and this is just the first issue actually, which is, I love when they put the first issue in there because then I'm not getting like issue 17 and I'm like, great. Now, I hate reading them out of order. It's like one of my biggest pet peeves with comic books is reading them out of order. So I'm really glad that they sent the first one. So that's what I'm going to be reading to start off my November month. And then second, I'm going to be reading Saga Volume 5. I don't have it yet, but I plan on picking it up this month because I'm going to do a bookstore trip. So I will insert a picture right here. And I love this series. I'm really excited to continue on with the fifth one. Even though I've heard that the fifth one isn't as good as the rest of the series, it's still like, I can't stop now. I'm addicted. So I'm going to be reading the fifth one. And I actually have to read, I think, 11 books. I'm 22 books right now. I'm behind on my goal of 100 books this year. So I'm starting to freak out because November is going to be a busy month for me. And I've got people coming in visiting, and I've got the whole Black Friday thing and Thanksgiving, and I work in retail, so it's definitely like a very busy time for me. So hopefully I'll be able to do my 11 books hopefully this month. We shall see. So my 2 comic books, those will be easy and done with. Next up, I'm going to be doing, so every year me and my husband like to read the Harry Potter books when we like read them out loud to each other. We've done it every year. I think this is probably our 3rd or 4th year doing it, and we just love it, and it gets us into like the holiday spirit and Christmas spirit, and then we watch the movies along with it. It's just like the perfect books to read during this time of year. So I'm going to start off with this beautiful edition of Harry Potter. I can't wait until the rest of them come out. I'm so excited. But these are just stunning. So this is the first one, and they're all illustrated. And they're, I believe it's Scholastic, right? Well, whatever book company that is producing these, they are releasing them one every year. So we've got 7 years to look forward to this. Well, 6 technically, because this one's already come out. But I'm really excited. These are so gorgeous. Just thumbing through these, I'll show you kind of, like, look at that. It's so gorgeous. So I'm really, really excited to kick back into these. And they even have, like, a built-in bookmark. That's, like, to top it off. Like, that makes books just an extra kicker of amazingness. So I'm planning on reading the first one, and then I'm gonna try to get to 2 and 3 this month too. I want to read all of them by the end of December, and we tried that last year and we just missed our cutoff. So I think like the last book in the series, number 7, Deathly Hallows, I think we didn't get to until January. So I'm hoping it'll still count for my Goodreads countdown, but we'll see. I might have to throw in an extra short book just so I can make my goal. Next up, I am going to be reading The Lost Recipe for Happiness by Barbara O'Neill. These, I've just been really into, wanting to be into the cooking books and kind of just like the, like, feel-good novels, and I haven't had really a chance to be read those. I've been more into, like, the fantasy stuff. That's what I'm in the mood for, but I'm going to jump into some of my contemporary books. So I'm going to be reading this one. And then also I'm really excited to read The Sugar Queen by Sarah Edison Allen. I love her. I've raved about her in a couple of videos now. Go pick up her books. They're amazing, and they're just like such a feel-good book, and I'm really excited to get into this one. Hopefully this one's just as good as her rest of her books. Keeping on with the contemporary trend, I will be going to read All the Boys I've Loved Before by Janie Han. I've heard a lot of good things about this. It's just going to be like a fun, fast read, which is exactly what I need, especially for a busy month. Next, I'm going to be reading Carry On by Rainbow Rowell. I have heard so much hype over this book, and hopefully I'm not hyping it up too much because I am really, really excited for this. When I heard that she was going to be writing this, I wasn't that excited. Like, I liked Simon Snow and the characters in Fangirl, but I was like iffy if I was gonna pick this up, and then everybody has been raving about this book, so I let the hype get to me and I had to pick it up. And I'm actually going to be doing like a really cool experiment. I'm going to be doing, I'm going to call it the reading experience, and I'm going to read through the book, and instead of doing like a review video, I'm going to be giving you live updates. Like as soon as I'm reading it, if something big happens in the book, I'm going to sit down and film it no matter what time of the night it is or what I look like. I'm just going to film it so you have my instant reaction instead of having it being dulled down from waiting forever to finish the book and then not remembering all of the great things that happened in the book. So this is the one that I'm going to be piloting that series on. Next up, I'm going to be reading Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. This, again, is another great book. I'm pulling off all of my books that are on my TBR that everybody has been raved about, and I grabbed them off the bookshelves because of BookTube. So I'm going to be reading Ready Player One, and I actually heard about this book, and I told my husband that he needed to read it. And I've never read it before, but I was like, I've heard all these reviews, it sounds like a great book for you, read it. And then he read it and flew through it, and he loved this book, and so now he's been bugging on me to read it. You recommended it to me, read it, so I'm going to be picking up this one. Another one that I'm going to be picking up, thanks to my husband, is Mistborn by, I believe, Brandon Sanderson. And I will insert a picture right here. We have it on our Kindle, but this is another one that he's loved this year, that he's like, you'll really like it, you need to read it. So, courtesy of my husband, I'm going to be reading Mistborn. Next up, I'm going to be reading An Ember in the Ashes by Saba Tahir. Now, I picked this up when it first came out, and it was really hyped up about. And again, this is another one that I was like, this sounds really cool, you should read it, hubby. And he read it and loved it, and now he's like, you made me read this, and it was amazing. Now it's your turn to read it. Go read it. So I'm going to finally be caught up with the ones that I've recommended to my husband that I haven't read yet. So I'm going to be reading that one. So yeah, that's going to be my 11 books that I'm hopefully going to read this month. Yeah, I have my plate quite full. We'll see how much I actually get done. I did pretty well last time. I only missed like one book. I think I didn't read Emerald Green in the third book in that series. But I think that was the only book that I didn't read last month that I said I was going to read. So hopefully I won't lose my streak of reading all of my books that I read, or I plan on reading this month. What are you guys reading this month? Are you guys having it as busy of a month as I am? And how many books do you guys have until you hit your goal, your Goodreads goal, if you have a goal? You guys should find me down below on Goodreads and motivate me to continue hitting my goal, because it was one of my New Year's resolutions is to read 100 books. So you can see kind of where I'm at down there, and I would love to follow you guys and be friends with you and see what you guys are reading and what your reading goal is. And yeah, I will see you guys, I guess, in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye. Kind of cheating this month with the stacking goal because some of mine are Kindle, so I don't have to stack as many books. Granted, I am reading a lot more this month than I normally read. Okay. Whoa. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. This is like as big as my head.